Hi guys, Ian from the Football Boots team, and today we are going to cut open the World Cup ball. We're going to see what's inside. We're going to see what's inside a training ball, what's inside a match ball, and what's inside kind of a mid-range ball. We're going to cut them open in this video, and then we will test the inside of the ball against an actual ball and see which is best at the pitch here. All right guys, let's get straight into the video and start taking apart these balls. Right, time to find out what is inside the ball. So we've got a few little tools here that we're going to get amongst it with. First thing I'll do is I'm going to take this ball out of the box. This is a ball we've used quite a lot. There is a comparison of this ball and another one on the channel if you want to check that out. So let's have a look inside this. The first thing we've got to do is find the valve here. Yep. And I'm going to deflate the ball. I'm going to take some air out so I don't pop it when I start cutting it. Because if I did it now, yeah, if I did it straight away, then the knife would just go straight through the bladder, and I want to protect the bladder. Alright, let's first take a look and cut into this ball. It does have a little bit of damage. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to look at it, and it's going to help me get into it, I hope. So, do we start with the knife? Do we start with the scissors? Probably not scissors just yet. We want to be able to get into it a bit first before we start using those. So I'm going to use a Stanley knife, this nice sharp blade here, and I'm just really hoping that, because it's really pinched together here, I'm hoping the bladder is somewhere else in here and I can avoid cutting into it. That's the whole idea of this, is avoid the bladder. So here we go. Just going to cut into it. See me? So this is the top training ball. It's not the highest quality match ball, but it's also not the cheap one. Can we get the scissors in there now? Let's have a look. Okay, first, it's quite thick on the outside. It's like a little rubber outside. Show you what's inside that in a bit. Let's have a look at the cheapest version. So this is from our hydro dip video where we dipped the very cheap version of the World Cup ball, and you can check that out. There's a card at the end of the video. Alright, so it's time to see what is inside the cheap version. I'm going to find somewhere to get into this. So this is the top glider, the replica. Now, I'll treat this a bit like trying to peel an orange. I'll see if I can get the whole thing off in one go. Stitching holding these panels together. Interesting, because on the on this one, they're all glued together. As you can probably see here as I cut. See how I'm cutting the stitches there? And it just falls apart. There we go. So what's inside a football? This is inside the football. Interesting. And then we've got this. So you can see how they've stitched it together. What do you think of that? Very interesting. So you can see all this excess material around the lines here. You can see also how it shapes back into a ball. So they'll stitch it together this way and then turn it inside out, I imagine. All right, so we got that, and then this is like a bird's nest. This is that rubber bladder of the inside. We could try and pump that up, I suppose, if we wanted to. Should we have a look at it pumped up? All right, we've got the pump here. Let's pump this up and have a look. See if it's still going. Maybe we should send Tom to the pitch to test this out versus the ball. All right, so we know what is inside the cheap ball. We'll take that to the pitch to test it out. But next, I'm going to reveal what is in the medium price ball. Not even moving on to the high-end official World Cup match ball as yet. All right, so I need to get my blade out a bit more, and I'm just going to cut a few more of these panels to just get in there and get out what's inside. All right, it's time to reveal what is inside this. The answer is nothing, apart from this little valve part here. So, what I can tell you is this is what this is, but this has this white wrapped around it. They're both bladders. It would be interesting to see if they're the same quality as each other, or if the bladder actually has a difference. Can't find that out until we kick this at the pitch versus a real ball. But bearing in mind that this is just glued on, so you can see here there's kind of three colors. You've got the orange, the white, and the black. All right, the orange, the white, and the black. So the orange is the outer part. That's just the design and the print on the ball. Then you've got the white, which is the cushioning. And then the black is actually the bladder, the bit that holds all the air. The bit that you're kicking around, it's this bit. Now, these panels are glued on rather than being stitched on, which is what you saw on this one. So that's the difference. That's what you're paying for, the extra quality in the ball. So if you move on to this one is glued on as well. Question is, do we take a knife? Do we cut up the World Cup ball? We were going to do it, but considering all I'm going to be able to show you is this, does seem like a bit of a waste. So we won't be doing that, but we will be now going to the pitch to test out a inside bladder versus a ball and seeing what the difference is when you kick them around. Okay.
All right, so that's just a normal ball. Let's see what the inside's like. To be fair, it just feels like the ball, but without all the extra padding. It's a bit lighter as well, a bit more of a balloon. All right, I'm here in front of goal now, and I'm gonna get a feel for how each of these balls actually strike. I'm gonna start with the World Cup ball. Shouldn't be any surprises here. Yeah, standard ball. All right, the bladder now. Anything could happen. Whoa. All right, so that bladder is way lighter when you hit it, and it also just sort of like pops off your foot. Obviously doesn't have any of the padding that the World Cup ball has.
All right guys, so Tom has given us a good look at what it's like kicking a bladder compared to kicking a real ball. You guys have seen inside of this one. The question is, would you really want me to cut this one open and find out what's inside of it? I think the only difference is going to be a little RFID chip that is in there. That's the only extra thing. Otherwise it's going to look just the same as this, maybe slightly better quality rubber or something. Who's to say? Anyway, let me know in the comments below if you do want to see it. Maybe have a vote in this poll card now. Yes, you want me to cut the actual official match ball for the World Cup, or no, don't do it, it's a waste. Let me know, and yeah, let us know in the comments anything else you want to see us do on the channel, any other football experiments, things like that. We'll certainly look at doing that for you very soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Go enjoy your football.
The World Cup ball for 2018 is ball.